Today I'm going to show you the best deck for any range on Trophy Road. I can't get enough of the Executioner, ladies and gents. Honestly, I cover all sorts of different decks all the time on usually Path of Legends. This is my go-to. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Literally nothing, right? Right? Probably not. It's a -1 trade. This is my go-to deck when I honestly just want to have some fun, want to give myself the best chance at beating pretty much anyone in the game, and it's because it just beats so many different types of matchups. Obviously, having that Hog Rider is very consistent win condition. That's going to be pretty annoying for opponents, regardless of, you know, what you're running. Executioner is always going to get crazy value. Valkyrie as well, just really solid defense. It's a beautiful blend of, like, it has solid defense and offense, right? But also, you're struggling to break through, you got Rocket Cycle. You're struggling to defend, you could rocket things. You're trying to get TikTok clips, you know, Rocket NATO is your best friend, or maybe not your best friend, depending on how good you are. Shout out to Wreckers. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh, Prince got nerfed. Okay, well, even if it pre-nerf, it wouldn't have got down. What I am going to advise, though, is although Hog Rider is great and awesome, be selective with when you're going with the damn Hog Rider, because, like, a lot of the time people just go Hog, and you either get Mega Nutted, or you get Mini P.E.K.Ka'd, or something, they play something on it, and now you just feed your opponents a counter push, and imagine if I had went Hog there. It's just never a good idea to do that, so, we're gonna try and NATO everything in here. I want to, like, have a fine balance between getting the bonus damage from the Xe and not getting things too close to the Xe, so he doesn't just instantly die, because when things are close to him, in case you don't know what the Evo Xe does, he's basically... You were pretty damn close to lining up there. But I will go Hog now because of the Dry Dagger Duchess. I do have the NATO in cycle as well. Even if he goes Prince here, this is fine. We're going to be able to recuperate our elixir. And in case he wants to do anything funky, I got that rocket. Okay, he doesn't want to do anything funky just yet. I will still take this rocket, by the way. I'm not going to miss the rocket. I was a little too damn close, but you know what? I liked it. I liked the thought process there. And yeah, we're just timing our Hogs right? I mean, we're just timing the Hogs correctly. We're just playing good defense. You know, it's kind of good for every range of Trophy Road, honestly. I mean, if you're at 13,000, if you're at 8,000, and honestly, for free-to-play players, not the worst deck in the world. I mean, it's got some, it's got 3 rares in it, right? That's kind of a little bit, okay, I'm going to hit a clip. Why did my Xe just ruin the aura farming? Hello? Oh, you can't just go ahead and do that, because I'm just going to defend that for 3 elixir. Take a charge, because honestly, I don't care if you get a charge or not. Bandit's going to line up with that, and that's GG's. That is G freaking G's, ladies and gents. Y'all need to stop doing this. Y'all need to stop giving me some rocket value. Because I'm not going to lie, if your defense is primed, oh, do not have Lumberloon. I should have just tornadoed that to the King Tower. Honestly, I'll do it next time. Something that I really like to do against the Lumberjacks is tornado the King Tower, because it's one way to get an activation that's kind of simple. It's the same placement as defending the Hog with the tornado, and you honestly can do a lot more on defense, and it opens up a ton for you if you're able to have that King Tower helping out. Because, to be honest, with your Xe decks, you're always having the Xe sort of... I guess you could have him here, but he's usually just really deep in the pocket, and when he's that deep, oh my god, I think we're going to have to use... I will not be defensive hogging. I really considered it for a second. I like deadass considered defensive Hog Rider. But my actual brain cells like came in and they were like, yeah, you know what? You probably shouldn't be that dumbass. Let's get this tornado going. You have to wait for the balloon to actually hit the tower, by the way. If you don't, if the balloon is not stationary on your tower, when you try and tornado it, it will go back. And so many top ladder players even fall for this, which I don't get why, but they do. So be careful of that. This is some bullshit. I'm gonna be completely like we've got recruit. I don't even remember. It's Mega Knight recruits a giant skeleton, which is something I feel like a. How heavy is this freaking deck, bro? Oh wait, jump. Okay, like, you're not gonna, you might not see the vision there. You might not see the vision there, and that's, you know what, perfectly fine. But I think that, you know, the idea was there to, like, wait, what the hell am I doing? There was no idea there. What did I think was, okay, let me tell you, in my perfect, beautiful domain expansion, we hog-rided, and then, hog-rided. Oh my god. This man is actually insane. Somebody needs to admit this guy to the facility. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is genuinely 5.7. This is literally like 5.7 average elixir. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is just insane. This is actually insane. Actually stays alive here. It's actually peak. So I'm gonna go over here. You know what I'm gonna do? Why did you jump? Why did you jump? Okay, that might actually be peaked. Okay, that didn't. What in the flipping? What is happening, bro? What is happening? Why did I use my rocket? Can I lock in? Can we actually lock in? I can't be losing this. What is it? What is happening? At least it doesn't have like a big spell for me. I can just tornado it this way. Then we'll only take a death bomb. We're still winning after the sloppiest gameplay you've ever seen. You've probably seen sloppier, probably like your own gameplay. Okay. I'm gonna stop hating. I'm gonna wait for one more aggressive play from him, and then I'm literally just gonna go in with the Hog Rider. I'm not messing around. Honestly, how the hell am I gonna, like, come on. I think we just get a Valk XE and stop messing around. And he has nothing for it. And then we're going to go in with the Hog Rider. Because he's probably just going to Mega Knight this, right? So we can Hog. Yep. And then we can Tornado all this away. Get some more XE value. Beautiful. Good hit. Get some more XE value. Beautiful. One more swing for me. Puppy! Puppy Chulo! Oh my god. Okay. Oh. What the flipping crap am I doing? Okay, in case he wants to pre-Sparky, I'm going Goblins here. Nice. So that'll distract it. Unless it doesn't distract it. And we might need to, like... Can I stop? This is the worst game of Clash Royale I think I have ever played in my life. But you know what? The deck is so strong, you can get away with it. 6.1. No, but if I am going to be honest with you, up to personal preference what Evo you want to run. I don't recommend running a 3 levels under level deck with 0 Evos and then going into my comments section and blaming me for making shitty like deck suggestions, okay? Because realistically, you're probably not going to beat anybody 3 levels under leveled, except for the bots. We don't talk about the bots. But no, like I was trying to say, you can kind of pick either or. If you're only like, if you have to just play one Evo regardless of why, you can pick either the Valk or the XE, because both of them have such like great circumstances where they just get tremendous value. And I probably could have activated King there, but that's going to flawlessly defend. And honestly, I'm not going to go too aggressive here because I did spend a lot on that defense. We got our counter push already, and if I was to give him a really good Hog now with both Valk and XE out, obviously I'm not going to be able to defend most things there. So here we'll just probably split Goblins the middle, unless he decides to do anything really freaky. I'll honestly just log that, to be honest. I don't even need Goblins there. And yeah, we're always gonna be proactive. Never, just in the back of your head, always be thinking, if you can, if you're not like brand new to the game, if you're like a little bit experienced, always be thinking, hey, how can I get some nice little rocket value? Because let's be honest, a lot of the window of opportunity for going rocket is very slim. So when you go with, what the hell is that? I'm actually just gonna back this up. He's probably going to play something on that. If he mighties, like on the XE, I'll tornado to... Actually, I won't. I'll just tornado the Hog to my King Tower here. And then we can just, you know, wrap this up with an Ice Spirit, maybe. We're just being chill. I mean, we're not down tremendous amounts of damage, to be honest. It's pretty chill. Get a XE going in here. Not going to kill Ice Spirit, but it is going to distract it, so that's kind of cool. What was my chain of thought? Was I still talking about the Evos? Yeah, because you could pick either one of the Evos. I'm not sure if that was my train of thought, but I mean, I didn't have my big breakfast with the hotcakes today, so my mind is a little rattled. We'll get some offense going based on what he's been playing. He has Mighty Miner, he has Cannon, so we've kind of been just, you know, playing some defense. And while that's cool, we need to get some offense going, because the people are here to see some offense. I wanted to use that log so that I was able to reset the Mighty there, and I actually will take this rocket so we can start to get a little bit of damage, start to get them furnaces off the board, and try and establish a little bit of pace, if that makes sense. Because if I'm always having to just play defense into him, it's a little easy for him to just sit there and kind of control the flow of the game. So I'll wait for this to go like in range of the really like thick damage. I'm gonna keep taking those rockets, and a lot of the games are a little bit slower. I'm just waiting to see if there's an opportunity for me to like go in with a nice Hog Rider, given that he does have, let me tornado all this actually, keep the XE alive a little longer. Given he does have the cannon, it's kind of a little awkward for me, as you can see, because he's going to be able to defend, and since we don't really have a big spell, unless I want, you know, I'm talking about big spell specifically to deal with the cannon. If I don't have a big spell in my deck to deal with the cannon, we're going to have to like pre-rocket a cannon. At no point do I think that we're going to pre-rocket a cannon. Actually, now that I said that, I can't do that because he would literally just hit the build. I considered rocketing that. I'm going to rocket this. That ass. I was going to tornado that until I realized it was literally aligned. So I didn't tornado that because the Xe was able to get a lot more damage. The thing that I really love about this deck is, I know this game is kind of slow and pretty, you know, maybe boring for some people, but we've been able to, there's different ways to get damage. We haven't been able to get the hog anywhere close to the tower this whole game, pretty much. Okay, and that happens sometimes. That happens sometimes. I was a little sloppy, my bad. But yeah, so that happens sometimes. We're able to find other ways to get damage, whether it's rocket, whether it's ooh, I'm so getting it. I want to get a prediction here. I want to get a prediction here, but he doesn't let me get predictions because he freaking plays the cannon. How am I supposed to predict the cannon if I'll predict Ice Spirit? That's pretty hot. I was going to say I want to get a rocket NATO down for the cannon in the middle. I still want to do it, and I'm going to get it done. I am going to hit this. I'm going to hit this, and it's going to be beautiful, and I'm going to tank a bunch of Hog Rider damage that I shouldn't be tanking because I want to get a freaking clip. Give me that cannon. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'll take a Furnace too, and then we'll quickly use the deck's decently fast cycle to get back to a Hog Rider before he's back, and we'll tornado everything in so we can get some more Xe damage. Beautiful. Lined up on the tower. Even though the Hog probably doesn't get there, Xe does. They both do. Beautiful. Floor sandwich. Okay, bro. Okay. I feel like I had a chain of thought in like the first game of the video that I was like, oh, also, by the way, follow my Instagram. I did a really nasty dunk on there, and I think you should like check it out because YouTube community posts don't let me post videos. If they did, I would be on there all the time. They don't. So I kind of am not, even though, we have a history of being, let me just say that there is a, how do I put this? There's a very like good, what the hell is this, bro? There's a very good like reason for each one of the community posts, even if it seems like it's just like completely like this guy's lost his damn mind. Like, even if it seems like that, bro, there's always something. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter if it's the statuses. It don't matter if it's the community posts. Everything means something. It's not just gibberish. You guys need to lock in. But what I was gonna say, you should follow my Instagram because I had a pretty mean dunk. But what's a little unfortunate is that I, for the life of me, cannot figure out how to dunk off of 1 foot, and this is just ridiculous because I can literally I will go to catch a football and I will jump off 1 foot, and I will it's just all natural. And then as soon as I put a basketball in my hands and tell myself we're gonna jump off 1 foot, it's the most hideous thing you've ever seen. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. I just had a brain no, because you're gonna pull the loon in, you stupid. Oh, can I lock in? I just genuinely had like the worst brain fart of all time. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why I can't jump off 1 foot, but I mean, I had a pretty nasty 2 foot dunk that I think you should see, and also we're pretty close to 10K on Instagram, so why not go ahead and follow you. Also, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I messed up. I was talking to this, I was doing an assignment with this girl in class, and I feel like I jumped the gun and I followed her on Instagram. And I was like, okay, this probably doesn't look like, I probably, in hindsight, look like a creep. Like, I didn't mean, like, I'm in the class once a week. There's no assignments. Like, what, am I even gonna see, like, first of all, she probably has a boyfriend. Let's just be completely honest with you. It's too complicated. It's just too complicated nowadays. What do you do? Like, what do you do? What do you have to do? Like, I'm not going to see this woman, like, maybe ever again. I might see her 3 more times, like, permanently. So, Lord forgive me. I dropped the fall, and I low-key think, I have no evidence for this, that I scared her off. And I think I look like a creep. And I feel a little weird about it, but I mean, what do you guys think? Is that weird? Is following somebody like that weird? Like, what do you think? If somebody was just like to follow you like that, what would you think? Because to me, it's like I don't know. I don't know. I just need your thoughts on that, because I could see how that like come off as creepy. But if like somebody did that to me, I would kind of be like, you know what? Like, I wouldn't take, well, I'm not a woman, so like, what is with all the freaking balloon? Are you guys facing this much balloon? But like, dead ass, like, I just don't really understand, like, in the girl's brain, that probably, like, looks a lot different. If somebody did that to me, I would be like, damn, like, I would be like, plus, maybe I have too many followers. I have like 9,000 followers. Maybe that's not Aura. I kind of thought that was Aura, but I mean, honestly, I don't care. I don't care. I don't even know why I'm doing it in the first place, to be honest with you. I have no interest in her, to be honest with you. She was pretty. I was like, hey, maybe we get to know each. I guess not. I don't know why I'm doing it. I genuinely don't know why I'm doing it. I haven't been interested in anyone in a little while, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Omar's got to lock in. That's all I know. But anyways, we've got we've got the freaking Evo Valkyrie. What do we need a freaking actual girlfriend for, bro? Lock in. Okay, I'm gonna go in Hog Rider here just because I do want to take advantage of the Evo XE, because he's oftentimes gonna get a lot of value, especially on the counter push, because you have to play different cards to try and like actually deal with him. Because your typical XE counters, maybe you'd play something directly on the XE, will usually die or get pushed back. A lot of interactions change, so you have to be careful with that. And plus, if I haven't used my NATO yet, I'm sitting here with the NATO in the hand, I can always line it up, and I'm always ready to line it up. That's something you should be thinking about too. You should always, when playing this deck, be ready for two things. One, to NATO things to get more XE value, and to be ready to, that should pull this up. Oh, I will just go with the King to activation then. But yeah, you should be ready to pull things with... Oh, I did the thing. Well, maybe that was placement error on his part. I feel like you just be safe and always let it hit first. Always let it hit first. But yeah, you always be ready to rocket things. And you always be ready to XE NATO things. Because let's be honest, like, if I'm not ready to rocket a Lumberloon push here, like... That was almost Aura. That was almost Aura. But for some reason, he like staggered his Lumberloon out. And like nobody does that except this guy just to make me ruin my clip. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you're not ready to rocket things, you're really never going to be able to rocket things on time usually, is what I've seen. Because you've got a certain amount of it is reaction speed, right? But another part of it is you physically can't react this quickly unless you're prepared for it. So always be ready to rocket and don't hesitate with your rockets. Sometimes the best defense is just a rocket. Sometimes the best offense is just a rocket. So lock in. Like, do I have the rocket hesitate in case he wants to go in with the loon? Okay. Just rocket this. Bring everything. Beautiful. And now we go in with the Hog. If he's going to go back to his Tesla, that's okay. We'll be able to manage to outcycle it in just a second here. We should still be able to get a hit. Beautiful. And pretty much clean up this. And then I should probably, to be completely honest, be saving the XEs so that I can do something with the rocket, whether it's offensively or... the thing is, honestly, I'll take a rocket on this defense because every time I do it, it's a positive trade, right? So why not rocket it, you know? Why not let that bit fly? Let that bit fly. Okay, Tornado's going to come in here. Beautiful. I'll get ready to rocket that. I'll actually pull this up here for a second and then go with the rocket here. Oh my God. I am the worst rocket player of all time. By the way, I just want everyone to know that. Oh, that was beautiful. Love that. Here it's NATO here, so it actually kills that. That was tech. That was tech because it got us an extra hog hit, ladies and gents. Okay, we're going to predict the Lumberloon. We will not be predicting a Lumberloon. We will be doing something really stupid. That was Aura. That was Aura. That was kind of cold. I think it resulted in a singular Hog Rider hit. So maybe it wasn't that Aura. But, I mean, kind of was. It kind of was. Kind of was. I can't lie. Let's go Goblins here. Let's go Goblins. Let's just start chucking rockets at his tower. What's the worst that could happen? Is he going to Lumberloon me? Be so for real with me. You're not going to do that. You're not going to... Well, you know what? You are going to do that, and you're not going to get anywhere with it. One more... I don't think we have time to get a rocket down. GG's. This deck, insane every single area of Trophy Road.